Welcome to this week's CWL Discord Weekly. Let's see what the CWL superstars were up to this week as we get ready for the latest edition of Vindication and Nemesis. Following Sergeant Hunter's attack at Supremacy, Ebac has landed in the hospital just like Dower Ranger. His injuries aren't life-threatening, but Ebac will be out for quite some time. The Snake of Genesis is now officially the Snake of Vindication. With an impressive performance at the Battle for Supremacy, what is next for Carl? He was quick to let us know. Stay tuned. The entirety of the Crimson Dragons held a private celebration for MD, who will be taking a leave of absence after his loss in the Battle for Supremacy. Best of luck to you in your future endeavors, MD, and we hope to see you back sooner rather than later. Jack has accepted the role of interim Crimson Dragons captain and has welcomed the newest member into the fold. Jasper Star is officially a Crimson Dragon. Jasper will not take his new spot as a Crimson Dragon lightly. Even after everything Jasper did, he was forgiven, and it has given him a new purpose. His path to redemption begins now. First target? Next week, he wants Flapjack Carter. Zistro has claimed Matthew Ramirez as public enemy number 1 in Russia due to the fast elimination in the battle. Zistro now looks ahead as we have only 7 weeks until endgame, and the Dragons plan to make an impact on the CWL's biggest night of the year. We got an investigative report that 1 year ago, on May 31st, 2020, a man walked into Dr. Plastic Surgeon Jr.'s office and got a procedure done. This may be the answer to our question of who is this new Sergeant Hunter. We can now call this farce of a man by the name of Sergeant Gratto. After his decisive win at Supremacy over Alex Graves, Pistolero did not wait to announce his next move. He will walk into the chamber and defend against 5 people right before endgame. We will begin a series of qualifier matches over the next few weeks to find out who will make it into the chamber. Not only is he an amazing interviewer, but he also brings you the latest scoops. Ryan Porter has a huge scoop broken earlier this week, and that is that the Broken Standard will face the tag team champions at Jailbreak. Even though he faces a familiar face and a teammate from the Church of Steel, Griteri wants to make it to endgame one way or another, and the Jailbreak chamber is another test in the way. He wants in the chamber, and tomorrow is his chance. The Samoan Dragon is the other person who wants to get into the chamber, but he has a tough test ahead of him, and he faces Alex Graves, the former number 1 contender for the Vindication Heavyweight Championship. Can Zyra overcome this test and face off against his enemy from the beginning of the season once again? She lost at Supremacy and now must uphold the end of the bargain from the match. Belle Florent and Tiffany Quinn, The Hunt, have been banished from Vindication. Belle is going to take some time away from wrestling for the time being. As for Tiffany though, we're not entirely sure. There was a mysterious phone call that Olivia Maestral received over the week from someone who allegedly got screwed out of the Supremacy Cup. But according to this phone call, we may be seeing someone new join the Church of Steel. We have gotten word from the local medical facility that more men were put in the hospital during a sparring session with Edward Bronson. We know he has to train somehow to become better, but can you please stop hurting people during training, Bronson? Please? We're running out. Well, let's just play you the Jay Scott clip from the security feed from a club in Moscow from this past Sunday.
Put your hand in the air here.
What's up, mother? It's Jay Scott. I'm here at a club in Moscow. I'm drunk off my fucking ass right now. Hell yeah! Starjammer Immortal! Starjammer on top of the world! Starjammer forever! Vindication Heavyweight Championship! Nemesis Heavyweight Championship! CWL Tag Team Championships! We are rocking it, baby! Woo!
Selena had a skybox seat during Supremacy in Moscow to scout out the competition with, well, scout. The 2 Nemesis women watched the entire event, and it seems that they were reminiscing about the events prior to the car accident, as well as Scout's absence. Maybe soon we will see Scout back in action. The former Nemesis champion seemed awfully defeated after the winner-take-all match. A very emotional Perez was at a press conference wondering if his body was holding up at all anymore. he congratulated Del Gaizo on being champion and wished him well on being a possible better champion than Perez was. She didn't waste any time in order to make her challenge. Holly Quinn is running it back. She is going to challenge for the Openweight Championship at Endgame, thanks to the ticket she earned from the Supremacy Cup. The audio we are about to play blared through the speakers of the Kingsmen locker room backstage. How it only happened in the Kingsmen locker room? We don't know. But you gotta listen to this eerie message.
Hello, Kingsman. I'm here on behalf of the Acolyte of Sin, Zach Anderson. First of all, Doc, you put up a hell of a fight last night, but you are not on the level of Zach Anderson. But Zach Anderson wanted to congratulate you on a great fight. Second, Alex. Zach only attacked you last night because you got up in his face. Zach would never want to put you in harm's way, but Doc has taken his place, and he's angry about this. You understand? Third and finally, Jamie. I was told to tell you that Uncle Zach will see you soon.
The defeated Spartan was in shambles after his loss to BMS at Supremacy. He shoved anyone trying to help him to the back. We hope to hear from him soon, because this might be it for the Spartan's career. Alex recently told us about a tape he had labeled "In Case of Zach Emergency," and when he played it, the final words of the tape on the screen actually burned into the screen. 3 simple instructions, Alex. Were they so hard? Alex realized he screwed up once he saw that, and now it might be too late. Connor Gates had some words for the winner of the Battle for Supremacy. Let's play you the clip.
For too long now. For way too goddamn long now. I, Connor Gates, have been the nearly man of CWL. I made it to the finals of the BAF tournament. I lost. I was one of the last 2 in that match at Merry Mayhem to become the new champion. I lost. I won the title from Doc at Global Warning, and I didn't even get to celebrate. I defended it against Chris Edwards. Then I lost it in my first actual pay-per-view defense to Alex Perez, which, you know what, fair play to Perez, he's earned it. And last night I had the chance to regain it. I had the chance at the Supremacy Rumble. I was one of the last 3. Johnny Gemini and Tora Khan eliminated me. And Tora Khan won the whole goddamn thing. This does not sit with the Truthless Hero. The Truthless Hero, in fact, is very, very fucking upset about this. Because that means I've lost my ticket to Endgame. And I've never missed an Endgame. So, what am I to do to get on that show? Title or not, I do not want to miss that chance. I haven't missed it before, I'm not missing it again. You know what? I have an offer for Tora Khan. And I don't know how good his English is because he's a giant wolf thing, but here we go. Tora Khan. In the Go Home show for Jailbreak, I want you. I'm asking you. I'm begging you to put your Supremacy Rumble win, your shot, on the line against me. You can take it or leave it. But I want in on Endgame. And if I have to go through you to do it, then so be it, because I will skin you alive. Keep your eyes peeled.
Although her match this week is non-title, it is very stacked against Jada King. Alex Mercer was irate over the news, but he did not quiver at all at the announcement. He promises the same result we always see. Jada King the winner and still champion. It seems that we finally have a reason for this dinosaur transformation. We think. Time travel! Yeah, time travel. Really? That's our explanation? Even though he came close to being the Battle for Supremacy winner, Johnny Gemini has his eyes set on something new and different. He is, by his own word, a perfectionist. So this week, he takes on Samuel Black, and he plans to close that chapter for himself and focus on Endgame after that. Well, we heard earlier from Jay Scott from the club in Moscow, but now that the win has settled a little more, apparently the backroom dealings have begun meddling with Starjammer as well. They will see them in tag team action as a warm-up match, as Jay called them, next week, 2 weeks before Jailbreak. Eli Evans had an incredibly impressive performance during the Battle for Supremacy, eliminating the likes of Michael Young, Edward Bronson, and Jake Eagle, to just name a few. Is the sky truly the limit for this BRD member? The words from Eli Evans earlier did not intimidate Jake Eagle, as he squared up with numbers and facts. He did drop a new hype package, which you can find on our message board, talking about Jake Eagle's Season 4 run so far. The words from the Starjammer struck a nerve with Dave Graves, and he spoke up for the first time in his tenure over Nemesis. BRD is no one's stepping stone or tune-up fight, and he will prove it next week. Cassidy recorded a video from the Clark's secret hideout as they try to hide from Zach Anderson. But the footage revealed a shadowy figure that may have looked like Zach Anderson in the background. It's like those urban legend pictures where you think you see something, but it might be a trick of the mind. The Clarks are safe, right? Valkyrie is not resting on her laurels, but she is making her intentions known. She wants the Openweight Championship and isn't going to let what's happened so far in CWL define her career. She's here to make a splash, and now Britannia is in her sights. Liza had a subpar performance in the Supremacy Cup according to her, but now that it's over, she is going to make an impact. She faces Cassidy Clark again tomorrow for the first time since the Cup. Tora Khan sent a message through Miss Jade Suzuki in response to Connor Gates' earlier challenge. If he wants a shot at the opportunity to go to Endgame, he's going to have to earn it first. Another demented message was sent by Sheila where she had a doll resembling Valkyrie, poking fun at the thought of Valkyrie becoming champion. Does Sheila perhaps have the same title in her sights as well? Thank you for joining us on this week's edition of CWL Discord Weekly. Don't forget to hit that follow button on Twitch to get notified when we go live. Hit that like button and subscribe on YouTube as well to stay up to date on everything that happens in the CWL universe. Catch you later.